People, it's that time of year again. It's time to do predictions. Yep, football is back. We are back. Week 1 predictions. Thomas 4812 Man Fan here. I honestly can't wait to do this again, even though that my Seahawks are unfortunately not running with Russell Wilson anymore. But still, we're going to try to carry on. We're probably going to suck this year, but I'm still a loyal 12. I'm a Seahawks fan through and through. Huge, loyal fan. Never gonna leave. But anyways, enough talking. Let's get into the freaking predictions, shall we? Anyways, guys, welcome to my Week 1 NFL predictions. Yes, it is that time again where the NFL starts. I know a lot of us have been waiting for this moment, and even though that I have NASCAR to pass the time for football to come back, and I know we had the USFL, but football for real is back. And man, I'm excited. Even though that the Seahawks are definitely going to suck this year, I'm excited about the rest of the NFL teams. So with that said, let's start the predictions and let's just see how right or wrong I'll be. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, starting off the season, first game for the NFL season, NFL Kickoff 2022. We got the Buffalo Bills going to face the Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams. This game is going to be good. It is going to be a good game. Both really good offenses. Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp. Both offenses are absolutely stacked. But defense also stacked too. I mean, for the Rams, of course, you got Jalen Ramsey, you got Aaron freaking Donald, and now they just added Bobby Wagner. And I am upset that Bobby is gone too. But still, they got Bobby Wagner on their team, and not to mention, I didn't even talk about the Bills defense. They had the number 1 defense last year. And they also added Von Miller that won the Super Bowl with the Rams the previous year. This is going to be a good game. But as much as I want to pick the Bills, as I've been seeing, the Super Bowl champion always wins the first game of the season. I mean, it happened last year with the Buccaneers. It happened the year prior with the Chiefs. It happened the year prior to that with the Patriots. I'm starting to see a trend here. I think it's going to happen again. I am going to pick the Los Angeles Rams at home to beat the Bills. It will be close, though. I'm probably guessing it's either going to be a high-scoring offensive game or a very close defensive battle. Or it might be a mix of two. I don't know. Anyways, I am picking the Los Angeles Rams to win in a close battle against the Buffalo Bills. All right, moving on, we got the New Orleans Saints going in to face the Atlanta Falcons, an NFC South matchup. And from what I've been seeing, the Saints that got Jameis Winston back, they seem to be rolling really good with Jameis early on last season. Not to mention, they absolutely knocked the heck out of the Green Bay Packers in their opening game last year, which I was not expecting. And not to mention, they weren't even playing in their home stadium in that game. They were playing in Jacksonville. But of course, when Jameis Winston got injured, I feel like that whole Saints team just fell off. But they are healthy once again, and they are going up against the Falcons, which does not have Matt Ryan anymore. The only guy they really have is Kyle Pitts that I can really consider as good. And the Falcons overall are not a good team. Obviously, I'm going to take the Saints in this one. I just don't have confidence in the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, they don't have Matt Ryan anymore. They don't have any other offensive weapons besides Kyle Pitts. And from what I've seen, their defense has not been good. There is no way the Falcons are going to win this game. I am taking the Saints. Enough said. Moving on. Moving on, we got a revenge game next. We got the Cleveland Browns going up against the Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield playing his former team. And not to mention the Carolina Panthers are playing at home in Bank of America Stadium. Baker Mayfield has the opportunity to beat his old team and teach them a lesson. That's exactly what I think he's going to do. And especially since the Browns don't have Deshaun Watson, which has basically been suspended for like most of the season, and have to have freaking Jacoby Brissett as their quarterback. I just have no faith in the Browns winning this game. I really have no faith in the Browns at all without Deshaun Watson. I mean, without Deshaun Watson, they're not going to have a chance. I mean, with Deshaun Watson coming back and with not having him is going to determine if they will make the playoffs or not. Or maybe Jacoby Brissett proves me wrong and somehow he goes on an absolute tear and somehow does better than Deshaun could have done. But that probably won't happen. I am taking the Carolina Panthers and I am taking Baker Mayfield to torch his old team. Not by a lot. I think the Browns will still put up a fight. It might be a close one, but I am going to take the Carolina Panthers to win this game. Okay, moving on. Next game, we have the San Francisco 49ers going in to play the Chicago Bears. Was it even obvious? Was it even obvious? I am easily taking the 49ers to win this game. The Bears absolutely suck, and they're picked to be one of the worst teams in the league this year. Justin Fields is going to have an absolute hard time with this team. They have no offense. They have no defense that is anywhere good. And overall, the team just sucks. I mean, seriously, the Bears are going to have such a hard time this year. And not to mention all the offensive weapons that the 49ers have. And that defense is just crazy. When the 49ers are fully healthy, they are an absolutely dangerous team. I mean, I know Jimmy Garoppolo isn't the starting QB, but this is the Bears that we're talking about. Trey Lance will absolutely beat them easily. And not to mention, they also have Deebo Samuel as well, who is also really good. And did I even have to mention Nick freaking Bosa on the 49ers? I'm just telling you, Justin Fields, he might as well just get absolutely killed out there. I am taking the 49ers in an absolute blowout. This game is not even going to be close. The 49ers are going to absolutely torch the Chicago Bears. Moving on, our next game, we got an AFC North matchup. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going in to face the Super Bowl bridesmaid, the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this game might be close. I think the Steelers will try to put up a fight, but obviously I am going to take the Cincinnati Bengals. With Joe Burrow now having an offensive line and also having Jamar Chase as his main receiver and Joe Mixon as running back, I mean, I'm obviously taking the Bengals here. They made the Super Bowl last year, and they are an absolutely impressive team. They are, without a doubt, a very top contender for the AFC North. Though I don't think they'll win the division. I think that might go to the Ravens. But still, I think they're really going to put up a fight, and they'll probably make the playoffs again. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals will start off the year right with the win over Pittsburgh. It might be close, but I am still taking the Cincinnati Bengals, and I think they'll be able to beat them. All right, moving on. Next game, we have the Philadelphia Eagles going in to face the Detroit Lions. Now, this game could go either way. Both teams are looking to be good this year. I've been hearing the Lions might be good this year. I've heard that the Philadelphia Eagles might be really good this year. This game is honestly a coin flip for me. And I did a little bit of a, I did a bit of a thing where I just mashed the two helmets into each other, and the Lions ended up winning that, so screw it. I'm picking the Lions. I'm going to say the Detroit Lions will bite the kneecaps off the Philadelphia Eagles. But not by a lot. It will be a close game. Again, this game could go either way. This game could go to the Eagles or it could go to the Detroit Lions. But the Lions, they have a solid team, and Dan Campbell is a really good head coach. I'm taking the Lions to win this game, but it will not be by much. It will be close, but I am picking the Lions to win this one. Moving on to the next game, we have the Indianapolis Colts going in to face the Houston Texans. Is it even obvious who I'm picking? Obviously, I'm picking the Colts. The Colts have a lot of talent on their team, and they just recently picked up Matt Ryan as their quarterback. Matt Ryan is a good quarterback, and he did lead the Atlanta Falcons to a Super Bowl, which they unfortunately choked. But Matt Ryan is still a good quarterback, and I am honestly glad that he's out of Atlanta because, honestly, I would not want to put up with what the Falcons have been doing the last several years, and I don't think Matt Ryan would have wanted to be a part of it either. So I'm glad that man jumped ship while he could. But I think that Matt Ryan is going to start off his career with the Colts with a win over Houston, and it will be an easy win. I'm expecting a bit of a blowout, but I think the Texans will put up a couple points, but I think the Colts are going to take this one easily. Moving on, next up we have an AFC East clash. We got the New England Patriots going up against the Miami Dolphins. I am actually going to take the Dolphins on this one. And yes, I threw the Patriots helmet because I hate the Patriots. But I am going to take the Dolphins on this one. The Dolphins look really good. They recently picked up Tyreek Hill, a really good receiver. I think the Dolphins can do this. They are looking good this year. And of course, the last several times that New England has gone to Miami, it has not been a win for them. I mean, go back to 2019. They did not win that game against Miami on the road. I am taking the Dolphins on this one. I think the Patriots will be close. I think it will be a close battle, but I think the Dolphins will get out of Miami with this one. The Dolphins will take the win. Moving on, we got the Baltimore Ravens going in to face the New York Jets. Is it even obvious? What do you want me to say about this game? Baltimore is going to straight up blow out the New York Jets. And when you have a super healthy Ravens team going into MetLife to face such an uncertain New York Jets team that probably doesn't know what they're going to do this season, slapped right across the freaking face. Baltimore is going to go straight into New York and is just going to straight up slap the Jets 1,000 times and will straight up blow them out. Either the Jets will get 1 or 2 touchdowns or they just will not score anything. That's what it'll be. Enough said. Moving on. Okay, moving on. Next game, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars going in to face the Washington Commanders. And yes, I know this is not a Commanders helmet, but look, I'm working with what I have. I am planning to get the 2022 NFL helmet tracker set to get the Commanders helmet. I'm trying to work with what I have. But I do have it on the cart on Amazon, and I'm hoping to get it very soon. But until then, this will be our Washington Commanders. But yes, I have the Washington Commanders going in and absolutely defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars suck. They're an awful team. They're without a doubt at the very bottom barrel of the NFL right now. I think that Carson Wentz will start off his career in Washington very well, and the Commanders will get their first win under their new name. Moving on, next game, we have the New York Giants going in to face the Tennessee Titans. What do you even want me to say? Unless the Giants do something with Saquon Barkley, unless Saquon Barkley gets going, there is no chance the Giants are going to win. And of course, the Titans, they have Derrick Henry. I mean, seriously, what do I need to say? And the Giants defense, I've not seen them do anything. What do you want me to say? Titans are going to win. This is literally probably the shortest one out of all the predictions I've done. Moving on, our next game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs going in to face the Arizona Cardinals. I am going to take the Chiefs on this one. The Cardinals, I really don't know what to say about them. And the Chiefs, they got Patrick Mahomes. What else do you want me to say? I think the Cardinals will still try to put up a fight, but the Kansas City Chiefs will get the win on the road in Arizona. Moving on, our next game, we have an AFC West matchup. We have the Las Vegas Raiders going to face the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be a close battle. All four AFC West teams are pretty much have the potential of making the playoffs. The AFC West is going to be an absolute bloodbath. I mean, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, all four of them have a chance at winning the division. And all four of them have a big chance at going really far. This game, again, is pretty much a coin flip. So guess what? I did the helmet thing, mashed them into each other, and the Raiders came out on top. So I am picking the Raiders. Again, this game could go either way. Both teams have really good players and a lot of talent. I am taking the Raiders to win on the road in this very close battle. All right, moving on. Next up, we have our Sunday night game on NBC. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going in to face the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys still have a good amount of talent on them, but ultimately, Tampa Bay is better. This game might be good. I think the Cowboys will try to put up a fight, but I think Tampa Bay is going to take this one on the road. And not to mention, they have Tom freaking Brady as their quarterback. Like, is that enough for me to say it on how good this team is? But they also have some good offensive weapons. They still got Mike Evans in there. They got Leonard Fournette. And the Buccaneers' defense is also really good. Ultimately, I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the Cowboys will try to put up a fight, but I'm taking the Bucs to win this game. All right, this is the one you've been waiting for. Monday Night Football, the first game for the Seattle Seahawks in 2022, and their first game without Russell Wilson as their starting quarterback. Not the first game without Russell Wilson. That was last year when he got injured. But this will be the first year without him. The first full season without Russell Wilson. And we're going against the Denver Broncos with, you guessed it, Russell Wilson. He signed with the Denver Broncos, and he's coming back to Seattle to try to kick our butts. And who do we have to replace Russell Wilson? Geno Smith will be our starter, and Drew Lock, who got traded from the Broncos, and then went over to us with Russell Wilson going to the Broncos. It was kind of an exchange. So yeah, now Drew Lock has been moved over to us, and Russell Wilson's gone to the Broncos. But Drew Lock is not the starter. It turns out Geno Smith will be the starter, and I'm sorry, even though that we do have good players, I do not trust in Geno Smith. I am sorry. I mean, seriously, have you seen the mistakes that guy has made? And I don't think we're going to win this game. I hope we do, but I just don't see it. I hope the Seahawks prove me wrong. I hope they do. But I think Russell Wilson is going to walk right into Lumen Field. He's going to march in there with all his other friends from Mile High and is going to beat the absolute living heck out of us. I mean, maybe we put up a fight. I could see us maybe trying to win this game, but I don't think we will. Even if we do try to put up a fight, I don't think it will be enough. Russell Wilson is going to absolute torture us and will take the win in either an absolute blowout or a Seahawks comeback close game. It's either going to be one of those two, but honestly, you know what? I don't know which one, because honestly, with how the Seahawks play, I can't even tell how they want to. Sometimes they get absolutely blown out, while other times they decide to actually try to get up there and actually try to win the game. I just don't know what game plan they're going to go with. But ultimately, I don't think we're going to win. I'm going to take the Broncos and Russell Wilson will ultimately get his revenge on us, and we'll win this game. Yeah, this is a pretty sad way to end this prediction video, isn't it? But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for my Week 1 predictions. Those are the guys I'm picking to win each game for 2022 Week 1. Do you agree or disagree with my predictions? If you want to, let me know down in the comments below. And yes, I don't think we're going to do very good this season, but I think this football season overall is going to be very enjoyable to watch. I cannot wait to watch games on Sunday, Monday night, Sunday night, and of course Thursday night, Thursday Night Football will not begin this week. That'll be next week, as Thursday Night Football is exclusively moving to Prime Video. Now, I think we do have Prime Video upstairs in the living room, but if not, I do have Prime Video down here, so if that's the case, I might just be watching the Thursday night games down here. But maybe the Seahawks game we will be watching upstairs, because the Seahawks do play on Thursday night, and that will be against the 49ers on, let's see here, Week 15 on December 15th. So, yeah, Week 15. That will be the week we play on Thursday. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this, and yeah, that's really all I got to say. I did the predictions and everything, and yeah, football's back, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back, NFL. We're glad to have you back. But with that said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the game tomorrow with the Bills and the Rams. Be sure to catch it live at 7 p.m. Eastern, with that being 5 in our time zone in Pacific time, on NBC or on the streaming service Peacock. Anyways, I'll see you then. Until next time, peace!